no matter how many people they put on the rivers of America right here, whether it's slow or busy, this makes me happy. This, look at that. Look at that. Could they make that today? The Rivers of America? Like if they build a theme park from scratch.
Technically they did in Shanghai, and they have canoes.
That's true, they did.
But that's the only like water traffic on that.
No, there's no boats?
I think so. I believe the only water traffic is the canoes.
But that's a popular attraction from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder because like the sensibilities are different today than they were, you know.
It's tougher, I think, to market. It's tougher to sell to a board.
Yeah.
And it's tougher to I think market because people come to expect a new theme park. And it's got to be big and epic. It's got to be the craziest high tech thing. And I'm like, I don't know. I think sometimes it is.
Big is overrated.
It can be tough to put the calm, peaceful, serene nature of a theme park in an ad that says, "Hey, you gotta come down today.
Yep.
Come down and be peaceful." Like it's hard. I'm sure it's possible.
Yeah. How do you hype that, right?
It's not an easy advertising enough to crack.
Yeah.
So it's not as safe of a thing to do.
Well, we're gonna do it anyway. That's where we're taking this show right now, Ian. We're gonna take this to a place that makes me happy. It's a happy place. Not quite Splash Mountain.
Not a laughing place.
Not a laughing place, you're right. They need to make the 100 Acre Wood bigger.
Wait, 100 acres isn't actually that much land.
We're sitting on 150, I think, aren't we?
Yeah. And yet all this can fit inside a parking lot at Magic Kingdom.
And yeah, you're right, yeah.
Actually, to be standing in it is, but it's also not that much. I gotta figure out where the line is.
Oh, look at that. That makes me happy.
Did you watch One Day at Disney and see the segment about one of the train engineers?
I have not watched any of that yet. Is that?
It's fun. It's cute.
Yeah? Is it kind of like Imagineering, or I mean?
It's more broken up into segments about specific people in the company.
Okay.
And it's a little more puff piecey.
Kind of like Behind the Magic. What are those things they do on Parks Blog about?
Oh, the every roll is starting.
Yeah.
It's a little more like that, just a little more in depth for each segment. And it's still kind of puff piecey, but it's still nice to see.
I don't mind puff.
Oh yeah, one of the ones because there's like the 59-minute like feature length one, and then each week they'll add another little short
okay.
One of the ones in the feature length one was about one of the train engineers.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But I didn't recognize him, but I recognized other engineers, so I've seen and other train conductors. I'm like, I don't know you personally, but I've seen you there, so I see you. I see you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's. This
and
is
like and one of the short ones last week was about one of the guys who do the scuba diving to check everything.
Oh yeah, I saw an article about that.
Lagoon and at the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
One of the guys who his job is machine shop mechanics, but also scuba diving at Disneyland at night.
He does both.
Yeah, because you need more than just scuba diving.
That's true. That's not a full-time job, is it?
Yeah. But you do that alongside working there with a machine shop or whatever.
Yeah. I've often thought about life out in a wooded area like this. Like, could you cope, or are you too urbanized?
I mean, I think eventually I'd adjust.
This seems lovely.
I think the toughest thing would be a sense of isolation from other people.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the biggest thing. It's not so much tech so much as that tech allows me to actually stay connected to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Who are my friends in a very meaningful way.
Well, there's that, yes, definitely. But I mean, I could see, this just makes me happy, just looking at it's so strange that they're able to evoke those feelings from you in just such a small, simple way. But they're very effective at that. This setting makes me feel like I am, to a large extent, in 100 Acre Wood. You know, like, I feel like I'm in Pooh's world right now. It's not complete, obviously, because there's a lot of ambient acoustic noise happening around us, but
at the same time, that still contributes to that.
Yeah.
That's part of what brings it alive.
It's impressive. This is one of my favorite queues in the entire park.
Sometimes simple is all you need.
You said it, brother. You said it. Like we were just talking about before. Bigger is not better. Like it doesn't.
Like we should, don't get me wrong, they should always be trying to be ambitious and try to. They should always be trying to do that, but always have room for the other stuff too.
Well, there is a difference between a distinction between better and bigger, or better and faster, or better and whatever. Like,
and okay, I don't want them to ever stop trying to be ambitious and try crazy new ideas that take up space. They should but always have room for those smaller things that treat that variety of things to do. Because when it's all go, it gets exhausting.
It is.
Taking your pen, ta-ta for now.
One blustery day in the Hundred Acre Wood, a little bear named Winnie the Pooh set off in search of honey.
I'll take it back. Kids just love giving presents. Oh, wasn't that fun? I'm sure you'll find my present to be very delicious.
Where do you fall on Winnie the Pooh? You a fan?
I enjoy it, but it's not as great as it could have been, knowing what kind of dark rides you get even in that size. Even knowing that,
like Hong Kong.
Well, Tokyo. But
Tokyo, yeah.
So some folks that may not know this, Tokyo's Pooh's Honey Hunt. They're open only a couple years after this, which means the development and construction overlapped.
They could have made that.
Yeah,
they could have.
When this which means like there was a trackless ride that's wonderful, built only a couple years after this.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think this is a bad dark ride.
No, I like like it. Yeah, it makes me happy.
For what they can do and for what it replaced,
Yeah.
it makes me sad. I still enjoy it, but it's just like I lost Country Bear Jamboree for that.
Yeah, there's that. You know what? I forgot Country Bear Jamboree almost completely, so I don't remember if I liked it or not. I cannot remember. I think I did when I was a kid.
In my mind, if you like the vibes of Critter Country and you like shows like Tiki Room, there's no reason not to like
That's true,
Country
yeah.
Bear Jamboree.
What about the shows? Do you watch the Pooh movies and stuff like that?
It's been the longest time since I've seen one, but I remember I used to. I remember
a
I
late
used to watch
adopter.
the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh on Disney Channel,
Yes, I did. Yeah.
which is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm a late adopter on Winnie the Pooh. I've been watching. It was the Christopher Robin that kind of got me back into it, or into it again. I've been watching a lot of Pooh lately. I enjoy him a lot. I think he's just the most adorable little thing. I love Pooh. We got some lunch coming. Hungry Bear Restaurant. They have a thing called a Snickerdoodle cold brew.
Are you going to find out what it is?
I'm gonna find out what that is. Yeah. I saw that. I'm like, what in the world is a Snickerdoodle cold brew? I have to know. And they've also got a new double cheeseburger.
Ooh.
They got rid of the chili burger.
Well, they did that a while ago. I think.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
They haven't had the chili burger for a while.
That's too bad.
But to be fair, it was something I remember I always liked, but then I'm like, wait, this isn't that great.
No, you're right.
Because then I discovered the chicken sandwich. I'm like, why am I having this mediocre? Like, I like chili burgers, but the burger itself isn't good enough.
Especially if you get, if you go to Tommy's or Fat Burger or something like that, where you can get a proper chili burger.
Yeah.
It kind of, this doesn't really do much.
Especially when there are some actually decent burgers even in the park.
Well, this one I'm getting looks pretty great.
I have tried it's for the holidays, that pastrami burger at
Yes.
Red Rose Tavern.
Yeah.
That's a good burger.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, wow.
A river view. Nothing says Disneyland, like having a sandwich at the Hungry Bear with a river view and the Mark Twain or the Columbia going by, which will be presently. Oh, we got Duke with some canoes. That's pretty cool. Duke said, "Don't do that." All right. Well, there's the. That's interesting.
I realize that's just like a cookie crumble on top.
Yeah,
but it looks like a garlic bread, cornbread kind of crumble.
You're right.
Because the green sugar and I'm like, it reminds me of that mac and cheese.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I suffer from expectation. Like when I I see a thing, and I expect a thing in my.
You see the picture on the menu, you're like, oh my god, that looks amazing.
Well, no. What I mean to say is that, like you said, it looks like mac and cheese crumble or what was the other thing you said?
Well, just like the garlic bread, cornbread.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that in my head now.
I'm sorry.
No, you didn't do it. It was already there. I'm like, I don't know if I can eat. I don't know if I can enjoy this without thinking of garlic bread now. I'm gonna try. And look at this beast. The double cheeseburger is the only burger that comes with the grilled onions and look at that. Or not. I mean, caramelized onions and the secret sauce. Looks great. Ian's got his standard chicken sandwich.
Good, man.
That's all he gets.
Once I discovered it, I'm like, why would I go back to a burger like this?
Yep.
So good.
All right. And by the way, I like that they just kind of, here's a pickle. I'm just going to put that on top there for you. You figure out what you want to do with it.
Is that cool?
By the way, not only do we have Duke on the canoes, we've got Cousin Wing over here on the Columbia.
Dressed like that.
He's going to fire the cannon.
Yes, we can get it.
You can't see him now. He's hiding. See him? There he is. Wing. Say hi, everybody. I've lost him.
Just ahead is the most treacherous part of our journey. That island off the starboard side often hides the scourge of the seas. Bloodthirsty pirates. They sometimes lie in wait to attack a passing ship such as ours and steal its bounty. Bowman, and the starboard forecastle cannon and prepare to fire a warning shot, so that any curious pirates hide near the shore will know we are all. Those of you round the cannons best be stepping back. Way back. For the cannon should be a mighty now. and the colors aim the Enright Pooh. Big credit to fire one. Fire one.
I would like to say that I have a record of coming to Disneyland.
I feel like a broken record whenever I say this, but I just can't believe that they made this.
I can't believe we still have it.
Right?
I mean, I've told you before, my nightmare is that someday some future exec looks at the Rivers of America and says, how much money is this piece of land making?
Right.
And just sees it strictly on a numbers value and not as an intrinsic qualitative value that enhances the value of the whole park.
That's the kind of thing that would keep me awake at night.
Like, that's my biggest fear, is that someone who has no appreciation for those quiet things, those things that they are what sell the place and make you want to keep coming back and spend time here, which will, in turn you'll spend money. But there's not a direct causality that can be proven.
This is why you want organically homegrown executives that have grown up with the park in mind, like not hired from other places.
And it's not that it's always like Eisner and Wells were outside guys, but they had each other to bounce off of.
Yeah.
And if you saw Magic Store,
but
while the two of them were there, they were able to filter ideas through each other.
In the end, though, Eisner's responsible for some really bad stuff.
Yeah. But again, you can kind of see where that spiral started.
Yeah.
It largely started
when Wells passed.
There were some mistakes before that with overspending in Paris.
Yeah.
But then after Wells was gone, he didn't have someone to filter.
I don't know, dude.
Off of.
Paris is a beautiful park.
The park is. Like he says in the measure, they overspent. They built too many hotels. And then when they were obligated legally by contract to build a second park, they did the bare minimum.
Well, I say that only because Paris gets a bad rap in terms of it being a failure, but it's not because the park is bad.
No, it's because they overspent.
Yeah, they overspent, and they miscalculated their audience.
And when they say overspent, not in terms of quality. He specifies they built more hotels than the park could sustain that early on.
But that's a fantastic place to be.
I think there's like 6 hotel resorts, and that was when they opened, and then we had one park. That is.
By the way, those hotels, because we stayed in one of the off-site hotels that are close by. I mean, it's basically it's like going to Vegas. They're not
the off-site ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in a Vegas hotel.
Yeah, those they weren't involved in.
Oh, they weren't?
Well, no, their ones are all the on-property ones that are within that like big round circle of land.
Well, so I think it's true. Well, I don't know. No, it may not have been Disney. I don't know. Or at least.
What was the theme of yours?
It felt like kind of Excalibur almost.
Yeah, that's not one of theirs.
No? No. All right.
That's why.
It was not good. I did not enjoy that hotel. I regretted so much not A, getting 2 days in the park, and B, not getting one of the hotel that's at the entrance.
Well, to be fair, that hotel is expensive.
Well, we were on a budget, but not. I mean, we could have spent more if we wanted to. I could have said, yeah, we'll do another $200 a night or $300 a night. You know, in the end, in the grand scheme of things, if you're spending $5,000 on a holiday, what's $5,300 against $5,000? In for a penny, in for a pound.
That's true.
You know.
I would say the biggest thing I've heard about Disneyland Paris in recent years is food, and mostly both the lack of it and the quality of what is available.
We didn't eat a lot when we were there.
I've heard that's in part because so many things are always closed. So many food places are closed, and the ones that are open are just a handful of quick service places that aren't great, but everybody's there, so it's a massive.
We went to the barbecue place. It was packed.
And it's just a very
American food.
Meanwhile, a lot of other places that would be more interesting are all closed.
Yeah, interesting.
But it's okay because there's an Earl of Sandwich in Disney Village, which is a scary look at the past and what things like Downtown Disney once were.
How funny.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!